Hefty's the name, shiny hunting's my game. Gotta catch 'em all, nothing's ever the same. With my trusty football, I'm always on the spree. No shiny can escape, they all come to me. Shiny after shiny, it's never enough. I'm on a quest, and it can get rough. From Pallet Town to Johto and beyond, I'm the shiny hunter, the bond is strong. I've caught 'em all, every shiny you can name. Kanto region, Johto region, I've conquered the game. Hefty is the king, the one who never quits. Caught 'em twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks. No tricks. I conquered the game. Hefty's the king, the one who never quits. Caught him twice, now that's the real deal. No tricks.
What, everyone? Happy Thatcher Sunday. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome on in. Um, okay, we're good to go. What's up, Draconified? What's up, Lacey? Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I just want to do something real quick. This is bothering me. I think the top switch is off a little bit with the time. That was the bomb switch, but it turns out it's the top switch. I just want to. There we go. Okay, now I feel better. All right. Welcome in to everybody. We have a couple things going on here real quick before we get started with the hunt. Before we get back on the Zapdos hunt, I want to go ahead and trade a couple Pokemon over. I did go out and I got some Max Repels, I got some more balls, and I got some Paralysis Pokemon to help. So, first thing we want to do is we want to trade over a couple Pokemon because we do have two more Pokemon that we can trade over that are exclusive to Fire Red. So let's do that first. And then we're going to get back to the Zapdos hunt. Thank you for the Electroconified. Join group and become leader. There we go. Accept. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna trade over two more Pokemon that we need. So we'll go from 132 to 134. And then we'll go back to Zapdos. Okay, so I'm gonna trade over Kabuto. Trade for this Gloom. Guess the trade is okay. Shiny luck for Hefty. Thank you, Lacey. Appreciate that. So now Kabuto is added, so we're at 133. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we're going to trade over Electabuzz for Sparks. Sparks and the Gloom will eventually come back to Leaf Green, but I'm going to trade them over right now. One, so we can get the Electabuzz and the Kabuto, and two, to give us on the top copy, on the fire red copy, now 3 Pokemon that can paralyze Zapdos. Because I still don't have anything very high level, so I figure 3 level 20-ish Pokemon that can paralyze. Hopefully, at least 1 out of the 3 will get off a paralysis before they get KO'd. And boom. So now we're at 134 out of 144. We only need 7 more Pokemon before we can take on the next gym leader. And Zapdos is one of them. And the other 6 are evolutions. Right? Tentacruel, Dugong, Weezing. We got Magnemite, Magneton. What are the... I don't know. I'm not going to look it up right now. We need to get started on this hunt. Cancel trade, yes. Oh, Omastar and Kabutops. It's 5. And then the last one... Yeah, is Zapdos. Right? Anyway, we're almost done already, which is pretty wild. Okay. See you again. Alright, so now let's start with the fire red. So now we gotta get back over to the power plant. So let's just take a couple minutes. And so now we have Blastoise. Let's put, so we get Gloom Sparks and Parasect, all of which can paralyze. So let's put them up towards the top. We just want at least 1 out of those 3 to get off of paralysis. So now let's head back down to the power plant. How was everybody's Saturday? What did everyone get up to? I ended up going to Free Comic Book Day at the comic shop, which was a lot of fun. Picked up some free comics, and I pulled the trigger on a couple of comic book sets I've been wanting for a while, but all back issues were 50% off yesterday, so I got it for half the price, which is pretty awesome. And also, someone just subscribed. Someone just subscribed, bringing us up to 2522. If that was you, please let me know so I can say thank you. Ooh, I need to put something strong in front. I just thought about that. At least until we get to the end here. Yep, free comics. Got myself my free Avengers comic, or Avengers and X-Men comic. I got my free Spider-Man and Hulk comic. I got a free Something Is Killing the Children comic, and a free He-Man comic, which is pretty neat. I don't have a paralyzed heal, do I? I don't. Oh well. I got a full heal. Let's go ahead and use that. And then I had Chick-fil-A for a late lunch. And I checked out that first episode of that new, what's it called? Witch something? A new anime? The Witch Atelier? What's it called? Witch Hat Atelier. Watch the first episode of that. That's the wrong way. So that's what I got up to yesterday after stream. Okay, boom, we're back. Okay, now let's do the same thing on the bottom. think I have... Yeah, I got Cyrax in the front. Let's heal real quick, though. Cyrax is paralyzed. And now let's head back to the power plant. And then we can get back on the hunt. I took Wartortle out. I'm a dum-dum. Well, we can go ahead and put Kabuto and Electabuzz away anyway. Mega Masquerain would be a perfect concept for a glass cannon. Yeah, absolutely. I could see that, Jakku. Oops. Alright, there we go. Jacob? Is it Jacob? Jacob Solar? Guess I had Star Wars on the brain. Zap, what's going on, Mia? Okay, here we go. Now let's drop a Max Repel. Just woke up. Well, good morning. And we're back. Okay. Now let's go ahead and up the counter by 2 for this reset. And now we can get back into it. Alright, we're back on the right path. Hopefully the dark orange bird shows up today. I hope so. Not on the first check, though. What the heck? Took 12 minutes. Not bad. 12 minutes to get reset up. I got a whole bunch of additional Pokeballs on the bottom switch. I got 3 hopeful paralysis Pokemon on the top switch. We just did the trades for Kabuto and Electabuzz, so we're in good shape. We're in better shape than we were yesterday when we started this hunt. Now it's just a matter of getting it, although I am liking how fast the resets are. Did you know the PF and PF Chang stands for Poop Fart Chang? I did not know that, Chinese. Thank you for letting me know. Imagine having the name Poop Fart. That would be not a great name. Chinese, I put the ball right there. Right there where I'm pointing. That is where the ball is. The ball that you made, that you sent to me in the mail on your 3D printer of the Poliwhirl as a Pokeball. That is where I put it. Right there where I'm pointing. It's only the location that Nick manages. Could you imagine Nick working at PF Chang's? Oh, I would love to see a sitcom based off of that. We're going to be opening up another 10-pack of cards today, along with playing Guess the Pokemon Plush and Guess the Marvel Superhero. It's going to be a fun time here on the old Hefty stream. I'm glad you guys can be here and hang out with me. You'd watch 24 episodes of that? I would too. Per day. Every day. For at least 2 days. Some shinies. Isn't it like upsetting and frustrating that it feels like they purposefully made the Deoxys hunt such longer resets, such longer checks, such longer encounter times than like the other legendaries? Here, all I gotta do is just spam A through a little line of Gayu, but with the Deoxys, you gotta wait for him to like descend from the heavens. Gayu. Is that I'm not gonna go there. It's too early in the morning. Slow starting information, just glad it's over, right? And that will be the last one that we do for this challenge. Huzzah. Many awesome people have joined since you looked away. Good morning to you and good luck to have you with all the shiny hunt. Thank you so much, Lacey. These checks are so fast, I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna have a chance to actually like take a swallow of my coffee. How about right now? Wang Chung doesn't have a shiny Deoxys, but you do? Isn't that crazy? Poor Wang Chung. Imagine having the confidence that you tell everybody to have fun tonight, and then you follow that up with telling everybody to Wang Chung tonight, and your name is Wang Chung. So you're confident enough in saying that your name is uh, it's another way of saying have fun. That's pretty wild. What's up, the penguins? Seven penguins. We got 7 penguins in the chat. It's a lot of penguins. Be like if I said everybody have fun tonight. Everybody hefty tonight. People would look at me strangely. All the penguins from that level in Mario 64. That was a great level. So I'm noticing on my end, I don't know if you guys can see it on your end or not. I don't know if it's my streaming software, I don't know if it's my monitor, but the bottom one, the leaf green, is just slightly darker. It's a very slightly darker screen than the fire red on the top. So every time the Zapdos comes in, the bottom one's beak looks just very slightly darker. Guess what? What, penguins? I swear to God, if you say turkey butt. We've already done 36 checks in like 6 minutes. That's 6 checks a minute. And we can go even faster once I get confident enough with not needing it to go all the way across the screen. Watching Kiro. Yep, very, very quick. Kiro, what'd you do today? Or what have you been doing today? Have you been staying out of trouble? And are you still working nights? Making the bed right now. You went out to get a lighter blanket set since it's hot. Nice. Nothing better than a brand new blanket. Well, I mean, there are some things that are better than brand new blanket, but brand new blankets are pretty good. Working days now? Okay, gotcha. I was just curious. Kira, beginning of the stream, we did a little bit of backtracking because my setup was a little scuffed yesterday. It's still not like 100%. I took advantage of the time. I left the power plant. I went and got some max repels, some more balls. We did 2 trades, so now I got Electabuzz and Kabuto in Leaf Green. And by doing those trades, I sent Sparks, the Pikachu that we got yesterday, along with the extra Gloom that we had, up to Fire Red. So I now have 3 low-level Pokemon that can paralyze Zapdos. Hopefully, at least one of those 3 will be able to get off paralysis before they get KO'd. So we're in better shape now. Cats are helping you make the bed inefficiently? Of course they are. Cito, good morning to you, buddy. Good to see you. They lack the strength and the opposable thumbs. That's right. Checks in 8 minutes. It's crazy. We're definitely getting over 1,000 today. Well over 1,000. Maybe 1,200? Which is crazy to think about. Let's say, for sake of argument, let's say we can get 1,200 checks in 6 hours. That's 200 checks an hour. That means it would still take 40 hours to hit odds. Right? Am I doing that math right? The hotel at Schmuckers. Uh-oh, Shinies. You and Brian Warner better stay away from the Schmuckers. Send a photo of Merlin helping and pets. All right, I gotta check that out. All right, I'm doing that math right? If we got 200 checks in an hour, then it would still take 40 hours to hit odds. Oh my gosh, adorable Kiro. Which is pretty crazy if you think about it. Guess who's staying at the hotel? David Howell Evans. Okay, hold on. Let's see who this one is. This is a fun little game. Nice. Nice. Is he there by himself or is he with Paul David Hewson? Math start at 4 p.m. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm doing that math right. It would still take 40 straight hours to hit odds. God dang it. Wow. Actually, I should know that one. That's impressive though. One out of 8192 odds, exactly. So yeah, it would take over 40 hours dual hunting to hit odds. Still seems wrong in my head, though. Inflatable doll. Okay, that makes more sense. Gonna get to more editing, but first, forgot to tell you guys you got Chapter 7 Bitterness Brews up. Oh, nice. Yeah, cute moment between Grisham and Grizel. Very cool. And my thing is, with me doing all this math and trying to figure out how many checks we can get per hour and therefore per stream and therefore how long it would take to odds, is it's actually slowing down my checks. So now it'll take more than 40 hours probably. But let's say the 500 yesterday were a freebie. Let's just not even count those. Um, it should take seven streams. 7 streams to get to odds. Yeah, 7 streams. Especially with next weekend streams being shorter. Rain, what's going on? Am I to say good morning or am I to say good night, Rain? I never know with you. You're one of those night peacocks. And I for sure was up all night playing competitive Overwatch. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope you kicked a whole bunch of butt. Also, Rain, I never got a chance to ask. It completely slipped my mind, and I apologize. How was the family trip to Colorado? I feel so bad for not following up and asking that. Come on, shiny. Love to get a super underodd shiny. I know, I'm a little weird that way. I'm kind of unique in that aspect, that I would love to get a shiny, like, way under odds. It was great, got new clothes and sushi, or such. I read that as sushi. Got new clothes and such. I went to listen to a local New Mexican band that travels around there and back. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad you had a good time. Now I want sushi. I haven't had sushi in a long time. One time, a whole bunch of my friends and I went out to a hibachi steakhouse for dinner. They also, it was hibachi slash sushi. And everybody except my friend Eric and I got the hibachi. But Eric and I were very excited to get as much sushi as we could possibly eat because him and I both love sushi. And we were looking through the menu and we figured out that the best value that we could get would be if him and I got the Love Boat for 2. Because that came with like a billion pieces of sushi. So the waiter comes around and asks everybody what they want. And everyone's like, oh, I want the steak hibachi. I want the shrimp hibachi. I want the chicken hibachi. Blah, 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 blah. And it gets to us. And I said, him and I are going to split the Love Boat for 2. And he goes, really? And then Eric grabs my arm and says, it's our anniversary. And he's like, oh, happy anniversary. It was a good time. It was funny. We ate so much sushi. Gina, good morning. Welcome on in. Not a sushi fan, so you buying sushi would not happen. If you ever ended up, Rain, with sushi somehow, if you somehow got to a point at some place in your life where you had a plate of sushi in front of you, I would happily eat it for you so you wouldn't have to. I did. I went on a sushi date. It was amazing. And like when I say Love Boat for 2, I mean Love Boat for 2. It literally comes out on this giant wooden boat. And all the sushi is placed like on the deck of the boat. It was really awesome. Gina, we're just dual hunting Zapdos here. We're just chilling, hunting some Zapdos. We've already done 104 checks in 20 minutes. Which is crazy. Yeah, just mail me all the sushi, just throw it in an envelope, Rain, and just send it to me. I'll eat it. Did you get some good sleep, Gina? Somehow, with the assistance of Merlin, finished making the bed. Good job. You give away your fries. Like from everywhere. Who's got the best fries? Open question here. Who's got the best fries? In my opinion, and this is a little bit out of pocket, I guess. Arby's curly fries. Best fries. Slept okay? How about you? I slept pretty well. I can't complain. Looking up at with those with those dead soulless eyes. Erwin, if you eat the dead soulless eyes, though, you gain their strength. I don't know. I like sushi. McDonald's fries for you? Okay. Same for Mia. Yeah, I love Arby's curly fries. Choice of bread and cheese for perfect grilled cheese. I'm a very... That's a great question, Bawana Beast. I'm a very plain vanilla type of guy. White bread with American cheese. If we're talking like a classic grilled cheese, I do white bread with grilled cheese. Or white bread with grilled cheese. White bread with American cheese. Now, I don't typically have American cheese on a lot of things, but I do have it on grilled cheeses. You don't like anyone's fries? You want them to be so crispy they're basically chips? Gotcha. Sourdough and sharp cheddar. Ooh, sourdough's a good shout. I like that. I probably would stay with the American over the sharp cheddar, but I might have to try sourdough next time I do a grilled cheese. That's a great shout. I do like sourdough a lot. Don't go out much. McDonald's for you just because of that? That's fair. Kira says Five Guys. Not sure which fry is your favorite. I mean, you don't have to pick a specific fry. Like, you don't have to pick, like, one fry. I'm just being silly. You hate American cheese? Oh my gosh. So unpatriotic, Gina. Yeah, Bawana, who's got the best fries? I'm saying Arby's curly fries for me. I had a little bit of a fry snafu yesterday. I went to Chick-fil-A for a late lunch and picked up a sandwich and fries and took it home. And they had the waffle fries. I also asked them to give me some ketchup packets, and they have not the packets, they have the little dipping trays, the little dipping trays of ketchup. However, the waffle fries are wider than the dipping tray is. So, it sucked. I hope the Zapdos shines today. I do too. I would like to get a very, very, very underodd shiny. We figured it out earlier, Gina. I think, if my math is right, it would take on average, with the speed that we're going with encounters, dual hunting it, it would take on average about 40 hours to hit odds. Chip Chip Cheerio, what's going on? Which is pretty crazy. White bread with American cheese is absolutely fantastic combo. It's your favorite so far. It can't be grilled cheese and tomato soup. That's delicious. You have Wendy's. Now the chores are done, time to eat. Nice. I do love Wendy's a lot. Arby's curly fries are you feeling when you need it to hit. They always make them fresh, and that might be part of the reason why I like them so much. They just always taste good, and with a little bit of seasoning that they put on them, yes. You make the best grilled cheese and tomato bisque. That sounds delicious. Yeah, Arby's. I'm not sure if y'all have it over there. It's basically like it started off as kind of it's like a roast beef sandwich fast food restaurant. They've expanded out. They do other things now as well, but they don't do regular fries. They do seasoned curly fries, which are really good, in my opinion. In England, you can go into McDonald's and say, "Give me some chips." That's true. Do you need them to actually be chips, Gina, or do you just want to call them chips? You're not British, you're from California? Oh, I just assumed with a name like Chip Chip Cheerio. That's on me. That's on me, Chip Chip. I apologize. You don't know anyone who actually eats Arby's? I'm fine with Arby's. I don't go out of my way to get Arby's, but like if someone takes me to Arby's, I will eat it, and I will really eat those curly fries. Always make things fresh, so mozzarella sticks rock and beat many, if not all, fast food. That sounds pretty good. Arby's low-key the devil? What? Why do you say that, Gina? Why do you have to poop on everything that I like? Isn't that Simpsons joke on Arby's? Yeah, I'm so hungry I could eat at Arby's. Wow, he must be really hungry. Like Arby's recipe sandwiches? I do too. I miss the 5 for 5. Potato chips are crisps. Yeah, I know they call fries chips and chips crisps. And they call cookies biscuits and they call biscuits looby-loos. So yeah, if you want a nice breakfast, you gotta go ask for the looby-loos and gravy. Which starter did I pick? On Leaf Green, which is my main copy for this challenge, I picked Bulbasaur. Mostly because it evolves at level 32, which is the lowest. Typically hate American cheese because texture is weird. And everything tastes weird. Colby Jack's your favorite snacking cheese? Nice. Something about American cheese for grilled cheese that just works exactly. TikTok trend not too long ago, people calling their friends and asking them if they wanted Arby's. So many people got cussed out. That's crazy. Favorites are McDonald's fries, but non-American McDonald's. They have more seasoning other than salt. That's cool. Best cheese is white cheddar. White cheddar's pretty good. Ask In-N-Out to make your fries extra crispy. They basically become chips. I've been to In-N-Out Burger once, and it was good, but it's just we don't have it here. What's up, Shiny Cornholio? Good to see you. Ever tried milk bread? I have not tried milk bread. I don't know what that is. It makes me a little scared. I mean, I do like milk and I do like bread. Been to In-N-Out Burger once, and you were In-N-Out. Yeah, I went and I got my burger animal style. What's big cheese? Arby's has had some really crazy additions to the menu lately. Feels like they want you to laugh. What have they added? I know that they've done like a whole list or a whole line of like deli sandwiches, like for fast food, like fancy type sandwiches, like almost like Panera-ish sandwiches. You hate when people compare In-N-Out to Whataburger. Whataburger is a place I've never been. I've heard of it, but I've just never had the opportunity to go. Basically a white bread, but softer. Interesting. Milk bread slightly sweet. Okay. Anime collabs. They do anime collabs. Panera's garbage, so is McAllister's. I've never heard of McAllister's. I'm just gonna stop talking about places I eat, because everybody hates the places that I eat. That's your other favorite fries. No one would know the fast food joint since it's only near you and not exactly a fast food joint. It's like a local, like mom and pop type place. Sometimes those are the best places. No one hates where I eat. That's not true. Like almost every time I mention a place that I go, like, oh, I just went and got food from this place, or I got food from this place last night. Someone's always like, oh my gosh, that place is trash. Why do you eat there? Meat Mountain. I've not heard of Meat Mountain, Gina. What is Meat Mountain? Whataburger's open no matter what time your flight lands. Oh, that's nice. That's good. You here for all the talk of cheeseburgers because you can't afford them much anymore? Yeah, that's too bad. Features chicken tenders, roast turkey, pit smoked ham, corned beef, 13-hour smoked brisket, USDA choice, Angus steak, roast beef, pepper bacon, Swiss, and cheddar cheese. That's a lot of food. America, half our food's trash. I guess. I don't know. I'm just not a picky eater. I eat what's available. And then people are like, ugh, why would you eat that? Why don't you eat this fancy food that, doesn't exist within 400 miles of you? Well, because it doesn't exist within 400 miles of me. My God, I remember one time I ran through Dunkin' Donuts at lunch and got myself a breakfast sandwich and a coffee. And I mentioned in Chem's stream that they forgot to put the bacon on my sandwich. And that led to like an hour of people just trashing Dunkin' Donuts. I was like, well, I learned my lesson. Lacey, you're 100% right. As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters. Added the nuggets to Arby's steak nuggets launched in October 2025. Bite-sized pieces of USDA choice sirloin seared and smoked with garlic and pepper. That sounds good. Smaller chain place called Mr. Cinnamon Burger. Not quite a mom and pop, but not very large. Okay, that sounds interesting. How far food's illegal in other countries but tastes good? Exactly. Gina, you like Dunkin'? I didn't know that. You love Dunkin'. Their food is okay. Their donuts are yum. Dunkin' Donuts is very mainstream, so you don't understand the trash talk to it. Now you say Krispy Kreme is better. Yeah, but we don't have a Krispy Kreme. That's half the issue. That's half the issue when I talk about food with people. Is here's how a normal conversation would go. I eat Taco Bell, or I eat Dunkin' Donuts, or I eat Subway, and then people are like, "Why don't you eat Firehouse Subs? Why don't you eat Krispy Kreme? Why don't you eat Taco Bills?" And it's like, well, because I don't have those places. Not every restaurant is available in every area. Celebrity restaurants suck. Bobby Flay's burger's so greasy. Austin, New York, Gordon Ramsay was bad, but it was years ago. I've never been to like a fancy, like a celebrity restaurant. Oddly loyal to Starbucks, but you do get around and spend money local. I've never been a big fan of Starbucks. I don't have anything against Starbucks. I'm not saying anything bad about Starbucks. Um, I'm I just prefer coffee from other places. You like Dunkin' Donuts? Their kolaches are your favorite amongst the donut shops around town? I'm not sure what that is. Mine in the Midwest? No, I'm in Pennsylvania. Yeah, we don't have a firehouse here. Prefer a non $12 coffee. It's a little too bitter for me. It's like I prefer to drink my coffee with a little cream and sugar. Yes, exactly. I'm a vampire. Hence the complexion. I prefer to drink my coffee with a little cream and sugar, but I will drink it black. I don't have a problem with that. I cannot drink Starbucks coffee black. Caddyshack restaurant, it's okay. Caddy, like based off of the movie, that'd be pretty cool. Have a little gopher feed me food. Two creams, two sugars for you. I'm pretty much the same. Like at home, I do like half a tablespoon of sugar and like a 1 second pour of creamer, which amounts to like yeah, two sugar packets and maybe two uh, little packets of creamer. Do I reheat my coffee? No, I don't reheat my coffee. I just drink it. If it gets cold, it gets cold. It doesn't bother me. It's in St. Augustine, owned by Bill Murray. Oh, that's cool. Your complexion is vampire-like for sure. Yeah, it is. Can't do black coffee for you. You don't know it's ruined for you. Yeah, I mean, I prefer it with a little cream and sugar, but I will drink it black. But I can't drink Starbucks black. It's just too bitter. Local place not a chain called All About Ya, and they serve loads of coffee, drinks, teas, and lunch dinner. But they have sushi also. That sounds like a nice place. I would probably enjoy that. You enjoy a nice espresso shot after dinner? I haven't had an espresso shot in a long time. Bill Murray in Zombieland was pretty funny. First experience with sushi and you love it? That would be a good experience. Enjoy tea over coffee. Yeah, I'm more of a coffee person. There's a what is it, a white berry tea? I like that. And just regular black tea, like especially when I'm down south. It has to be sweetened though. By the end of the stream, I'll have 27 times coffee. No. I'll have 2 cups. I'll have this cup and I'll have one more. Starbucks has an awful tea selection, do they? Chamomile tea. That's like sleepy time tea, isn't it? It sounds cozy. Drink half a pot of coffee? My goodness gracious. Like feeling relaxed? So do I. Hero likes chai tea. Chip Chip Cheerio loves tea. Holy smokes, we've already done just about 200 checks. Tivana shut down. Oh my gosh. Tivana is a good name. I like that. You drink coffee late. If you have caffeine after 3 p.m., you can't sleep unless you take Benadryl, which is bad. So keep away from caffeinated beverages after 3. I can drink I can drink a coffee as late as long as I finish it up by around 8 o'clock, I'm good. Anything after that, it will start to affect my sleep. It used to not affect my sleep at all. Now it does. Starbucks bought Tivana. Okay, so Tivana was like a chain. I'd never heard of it before. Milk and sugar in your tea. Okay. McDonald's has the best sodas. Um, I hear a lot of people particularly talking about McDonald's Sprite. That is apparently like the greatest thing ever. Mall chain with tons of tea, but boy, it was not cheap. Yeah, I've not heard of it. When you're 30, you can drink a coffee and pass out 20 minutes later. Chip, I used to be that way. Up until probably just a couple of years ago, I was that way. I could have caffeine all the way up to bed, not an issue. But I'm noticing within the last year or so, after like 8 o'clock, um, it will start to be a little harder for me to fall asleep. They add more syrup to the mix? Gotcha, okay. Favorite thing is a good cup of tea with a bit of milk and sugar, overcast rainy day, and story to write, add to. That's your best day situation. That sounds like a lovely day. 707 on the checks. This is wild. This is bananas. Makes you sleepy instead of bouncing off the walls? Gotcha. Map of McDonald's in America is like ants. I believe it. Occasionally we'll add milk to your tea, especially if it's a black tea. Filtration, they add more carbonation too on some drinks. Hmm. Is that to your niece and eldest neighbor too? Yeah, I don't know. You're an iced coffee girl. What am I going to name this pointy bird? It's going to be named Magneto, courtesy of Kiro. Kiro was extremely generous yesterday, and got the naming rights to all the Pokemon in this section of the game. Kiro will also get additional things that have yet to be announced because of the generosity. Like me continuing to point out how generous Kiro is and making Kiro uncomfortable. What's up, Mewtwo? You love legendary birds. Feel they don't get any respect anymore. Yeah, I think they're really good. I do like all three of them. It'd be tough for me to pick a favorite. Love iced coffee too. Best part of summer. Yeah, absolutely. Like I always have hot coffee at home, like in the morning. But when I'm out and about during my day, once you get to a certain point in the year, I switch from getting coffees to getting iced coffees when I'm out. He's just a therapist suggested a cup of coffee before bed because she had a period where she couldn't sleep. Oh, wow. Bought a pitcher that allows you to brew ice your ground coffee overnight. That's cool. Something about the warmth that just settles you. All right, let me check something here. I'm about to yell at some people, I think. Yep, I'm gonna yell at some people. We need a new light goal. Anyone want to drop a light goal of 25? Iced coffee, fraps are the best. Is the best when it's hot outside. I agree. 52% you think we're going to get this between 1,001 and 4,000 checks. I hope you're right. That'd be pretty awesome. Thank you, Lacey. Whoa, what happened? How do we end up on an odd number? Well, I'm just gonna pop that up one. That shouldn't have happened. Gina, thank you for the laughing disco for 250 jewels. Very kind of you. That is a laughing disco right there. Look at it laugh. I like that I can see those animations now. I used to not be able to see them. I used to only be able to see what was sent in the chat, but I couldn't actually see them. Now I can. And that makes me happy. I got a Belgium raid today, but it was around 1 a.m. your time. Would have invited you if it popped up early in the morning. Yeah, I would have been asleep, Mewtwo. I I'm still hoping I can go out and find 2 Honedge raids today. Oh, you were talking about Honedge, gotcha. Yeah, I want to see if I can find 2 Honedge raids today. Because I need a 3rd Honedge for Go, and then I need one to send to home. Rain, thank you so much for the bouquet. That's a lovely bouquet. Lovely bouquet of balloon flowers. You're too nice to me. Why can't I have the Keith Stroganoff luck? And get this in like 30 encounters? Do you guys want to see what I got at Free Comic Book Day yesterday? Is anyone interested in that? Or would it just be like me just flexing to no one? Yes? Alright. Alright, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Okay. So, hey, John Strucker, good morning. Interested in what DC is doing. I had a feeling you care about DC. Unfortunately, I didn't pick any free DC comics yesterday because the only free DC comics were like, what do you want to call them? Samplers, with like, a few pages of a couple of new comics that are out that I already bought. It's like, I didn't want to waste one of my free comics on something that I already had, so I didn't pick up any DC ones. But I am liking a lot of the new DC series. But I got my Avengers Armageddon free comic. It also had X-Men story in it as well. See Red Hulk there taking on Iron Man, Spider-Man, Wolverine. Setting up what's going to happen in the crossover this summer. Got my Amazing Spider-Man / Queen in Black / Infernal Hulk comic. Got my Something is Killing the Children Road to Slaughter, which is a little prologue to a storyline that's going to start this fall, which I'm excited about. One of my favorite independent comics. You wanted the Avenger one? You can still get them. I'm sure you can get them like online for. Well, I mean, not that you want to spend any money on a free comic, but typically you can get ones that you missed out on for like $1 online plus shipping. And then this one I got just because it looked fun. Masters of the Universe. I guess Dark Horse Comics is doing Masters of the Universe comics now, and this one's done by Tim Seeley, who is good at writing like horror and action. So I thought I'd check it out. We still don't know what's killing children. Oh, we know. The general public doesn't, though. And then on top of that, all back issues were 50% off. So I finally pulled the trigger and got 2 miniseries I've wanted for a long time. I got the 1982 Vision and Scarlet Witch miniseries. This was a miniseries with them dating, and I think they eventually get engaged in this miniseries. And it also finally reveals that Magneto is Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver's father. So that's where this happens. Wanted to read this one for a long time. And then I got the 1986 12-issue miniseries of Vision of Scarlet Witch. This is a thick one, and it ends with the Scarlet Witch gives birth. This is the whole miniseries about Scarlet Witch being pregnant and ending with her giving birth to Tommy and Billy. Again, another storyline that has been kind of a blank spot for me that I've wanted to read for a long time. So, got some great covers on this too. I like this. This is a nice cover. That's a nice looking cover. And then we got this is a good one. Got Luke Cage and Quicksilver on it. And then this one has Spider-Man. Back when he was in his black costume. Yeah, so very exciting. Very happy about that. And like I said, I was able to get those for 50% off. Loved WandaVision. Yeah, so that's I've wanted to read those series for a long time, but it was after WandaVision they really jumped in price for obvious reasons. And they've the store that I go to has had them in stock for quite a while, but they were just a little too pricey for me. I couldn't justify it. But at 50% off, yeah, I finally picked them up yesterday. But yeah, I've been wanting to read those for a long time. Tommy and Billy are real. Well, for a certain point they were. And then I think John Streckert knows exactly what happened with that. John Streckert has that Avengers West Coast Epic Collection. Luke Cage looking good, always looking good. When was that Avengers West Coast Epic Collection? I want to say that was like 90, 91. So that was like 4 or 5 years of Tommy and Billy being kids, which is really sad now that I think about it. Razzie, good morning and good luck to you as well. And did you get my message last night? It was a very important one. I sent you a message while you were streaming last night. It was important. It was very nice and needed. Thank you. Okay, good, good. Dungeon Crawler 1 has some good art. You believe it's actually a book? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it looked neat. It looked neat in the picture that you sent me. I did like the artwork on the cover. Also, I'm glad you were able to get that Jeff the Shark and Simbi comic. Simbi actually has a comic book coming out later this month. And yeah, apparently Simbi's already being added into the Spidey and Amazing Friends kids show. And then there is another Simbi comic coming out, I think in June, that collects all the Marvel Online comics. Did I pick up anything other than the comics yesterday? Any cool merch? Well, there was one other thing, Gina. There was one other thing. The guy who owns my comic shop usually gets a few artists to the store for things like Free Comic Book Day. And I got to be honest, I don't know this guy's name. But as I was one of the first 100 customers, I was able to get this. I'm gonna just hide this right here. I was able to get this limited print done specifically for my store, 95 out of 100, and got it signed. Symbi is like a baby symbiote. He's a newer character in the Spider-Man comics. So yeah, this is Pit and Spawn, which I thought looked pretty cool. But he's becoming Symbiote is becoming a lot more popular. They're putting him in a lot of merchandise and spin-offs and things like that. So they're trying to set him up like the next Jeff the Shark. I don't know if it will reach the heights of Jeff the Shark. Um, Maybe I think it would be smart for them to put Symbi in Marvel Rivals if they want to do that. Um, but we'll see. And the counter is off again. Where will I post it? That's a good question. I haven't decided yet. I need to get a frame for it. I'll probably put it in here. I have a blank section on the wall right here. You can't see it. Like you can see this frame and you can see that frame. But this section of the wall, there's nothing right now. I hear someone mowing the lawn. I guess that means I will be able to mow the lawn today. What are the frames to the left? Good question. Gina, thank you for the star. You are my star, Gina. Show you. So, here we go. That is a print. I can't. There we go. That is a print that came with my Amazing Spider-Man Blu-ray, and it's of the Amazing Spider-Man in color, jumping through a black and white New York. And that over there, that is a signed picture of Jorge Garcia from Lost. And then that up there above my head, that is something that came with my pre-order of Pokemon X and Y, and it's a timeline. It's pretty cool. It's a timeline of all the games from Gen 1 through Gen 6. And yeah, so there's there's an empty spot right here. So I might put it there. There we go. What are you eyeballing, Draconified? Spider-Man Print's cool. I really like it. It's really cool. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I kind of like the print more than I like the movie. Real Wolf, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome in. Comic is cool. You're sucked in. Nice. I love it when that happens, Big Cheese. Also, Big Cheese, I don't know if it happened for you. I told Amber I was really happy when I went to Free Comic Book Day that I saw a lot of kids there. And that makes me happy because normally when I go to the comic shop, it's just full of old farts. So it's nice to see kids there. Nice to see kids getting all excited, looking at all the free comics and, picking out which ones they want. I saw this one kid. He was in line in front of me. It was pretty cool. Maybe 10, 11 years old, probably about the same age I was when I got into comic books. And he had a good 3 or 4 issues of Amazing Spider-Man from the mid 80s that he picked up. And I was just so happy about that. Some nice old back issues. The graphic novel doesn't come out till the 19th. Oh, nice. So it was more of like a teaser. It was like a preview type thing. You have old back issues. Don't we both, Razzie? Do I have the compendiums? No, I have the individual trades. Like each one is like 5 issues. I have 1 through 12. There's a total of 25. Um, the compendiums I think came out a year or two ago. And at that point, I had enough of the individual trades. I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to drop money on getting a better version of something I already have. You know what I mean? So I'll just try and finish off the 25 trade set. Although it is getting tougher now because since the show has gotten so big, they've decided to re-release those individual trades, but in a different format. So trying to find the original format so that, you know, everything matches together is getting tougher to do. The compendiums do look really cool though. If I didn't already own some of the Invincibles, I probably would have gone straight compendiums. Teaser for sure. There's language as well, some violence, which is cool. I know you are a big fan of language and violence. Gina, let me ask you a question. Um, have you been enjoying the comics enough? I know you hate the artwork, or you said something way crazy about the artwork. Would it be worth it to buy them if the price was reasonable? Jerry Conway died? Did he really? I did not hear that, Erwin. When did that happen? Oh my goodness, that just happened a few days ago. Oh, that's terrible. God bless him. One of my favorite Spider-Man writers. Oh my gosh, thanks for letting me know. I didn't realize that. Tyler, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Glad you are too. Enjoy the Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, Grounded 1, Super Mario Odyssey, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, PLZA, and Xenoblade 2, 3, and X Definitive Edition. Art was a learning curve, and you eventually accepted it. Reading and watching Invincible are two different things. Oh, absolutely. You hate the legendary bird shinies. I will admit the Zapdos shiny ain't great. But I do like the Articuno shiny, and I really like the Moltres shiny. Can't imagine buying them all. It's exactly why you go to the library. Okay, I was just wondering because I know you've been waiting a long time for that next one, and I was curious. Today's your sister's birthday. Happy birthday to your sister. Okay, an hour in, we've done 284 checks. Literally 60 minutes since we started this. 284 checks. That's wild. Somewhere on this earth, on a continent, in a country, in a city, in a neighborhood, in a house, there's someone thinking, correct, madam. You're so right. How close they are to the original color? Yeah, I mean, certainly with Zapdos, 100%. Articuno, it's definitely a yeah, it's not like a different color. It's just a different shade of blue. Plus the crown is lighter. But I mean, I think we gotta agree, Moltres is much different in the color. Icon you're using, her name is Sprinkles ASMR. Okay, that's an interesting name. You know, I might just send them to you, regardless. Maybe two birds, one stone. That's what I'll do. I'll buy the compendiums, and then I'll send you the original trades. Cleaned up a lot of stuff from the original comics, but so far you agree with all the changes? Okay, that's good. Moltres is just a rubber chicken on fire. That's true. But man, it's a good looking rubber chicken on fire. I'm doing well, Rolanda. Thank you for asking. Moltres shiny, just a color flip. Well, I mean, it's pink instead of yellow. Only if that's something I want to do. I'll think about it, Gina. I'll think about it. I mean, I still right now only have half the series anyway. So, like, if I were to do it tomorrow, I'd kind of be like, you know, screwing you over. Be like, hey, here's half of the series. Good luck with the rest. Yeah, I don't think there's any pink in the non-shiny either. I think it's just yellow and red. Oh my gosh, Duval. Gina likes the shiny Galarian birds more than the Cantonian ones. Eventually, oh, you know what else, Gina? You know what else upsets me? You know what makes me angry, speaking of comics and you? Um, remember how you talked me into picking up the first collection of Akira, and I picked that up months ago? The paperback collection of Akira? Because the comic shop that's like half an hour away has all the volumes of Akira, and I was going to pick them up like one at a time. Yeah, they just started re-releasing those in hardback. So, was it the 30th anniversary versions? Oh no, we'd be well past the 30th anniversary now. 25th anniversary steelbook edition. When did that movie come out? 88? I think it was 88. We're almost at 40. We're almost at 40 years for the movie. That's crazy. You don't remember convincing you to do that? Oh, well, I remember. I remember, Gina. I remember you convincing me. Remember? Let's read Akira. Let's read Akira. We should read Akira. We both like Akira. Let's read Akira. And, yeah, so I bought the first one in paperback because the comic shop half an hour away has all the volumes in paperback. And then now, like, within the last couple months, they started re-releasing all of them in hardcover. So now it's like, okay, do I want to keep buying, like, 10-year-old paperbacks, or do I want to buy the brand new hardcovers? And if so, that means I got to rebuy the one that I already bought that I haven't even read yet. What would the legendary birds taste like if cooked? Probably like chicken. I would think chicken. Maybe seasoned. Now John and Gene are going to read Akira without me. Not enough meat on the bones? You know what? That's a good point, Duval. If I look at all three of them, none of them are really looking too hearty. Maybe Articuno. That one might have the most meat on them. But like Zapdos, there's not a lot of meat on that. It's just all going to be bone. Which one are you transferring it to when you get it? So the bottom copy, the leaf green, that's the one I'm doing the Professor Oak challenge on. So I will end up catching both regardless. I'll catch the shiny and the non-shiny, but I'll be transferring whatever we get in Fire Red into the leaf green copy. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you. Only one sub away from our sub goal of 2525. Zapdos style chicken wings have no meat at all? Exactly. Draconify, thank you so much for the like goal. You blame Barnes and Noble? I blame Barnes and Noble for a lot of things. Oh my gosh! Darn, you're wrong. Thank you so much for the sub. Bring us up to 2525. Hitting our sub goal for the weekend. Alok YouTube Op Games, thank you for the sub. I guess you were 2525. Well, thank you both for subscribing. I appreciate you. Names and Bobble. That's right. Names and Bobble. It's their fault. 2525 is a fun name. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it on your end or not. I know the bottom one is not shiny, but the bottom one is a little bit darker. For some reason, at least on my end, on my screen, the leaf green is just a shade, literally a shade darker than the top screen. Scared you? I'm sorry, Rolanda. It scares me a lot too. Barnes and Bobble. You can see it? Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I mean, there is, like, one of them is a Switch. The top one's a Switch OLED. The bottom one's a Switch 2. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. But, yeah, the Switch 2 is definitely, like, a shade darker. Autocorrect's cranky? Well, yeah. It is Sunday. Thank you all for hanging out with me, keeping me company on this lovely Sunday, May 2nd. May 3rd. May 3rd. Today's May 3rd. It's the 3rd. The 3rd day of May. Yesterday was the 2nd. The name of this game or version, top one is Pokemon Fire Red, bottom one is Pokemon Leaf Green. What's up, Sun Killer? Yep, tomorrow's May the 4th. Everyone's going to be watching Star Wars. Man, I can't wait to see the hundreds of new Star Wars reaction videos added to YouTube tomorrow. Vibrancy and such. Yeah, it might be the vibrancy. Yeah, the Switch 2 might just have a little bit more vibrant colors on it. Can't wait for the mall finale. So you're enjoying that, John? I know we talked a little bit about it yesterday. Hefty amount of Star Wars shorts? Oh, absolutely. Why did they make the title and credits so hard to read? I don't know, Mewtwo. It's a good question. Playing Pokemon Unbound? Are you enjoying it? We do not have to wait for Anne-Marie to open up packs today because she's working. So I think we're going to open up our 10-pack at 9:30, so in about 8 minutes. Creeping up to some of your favorite Star Wars content ever. Really interesting. John, is it animated or is it live action? This is how little I know about the new Mall series. We did not guess the plush. Usually we guess the plush around lunchtime. It's animated? Okay. How many episodes? I mean, if you're giving it that much of a, if you're giving it that much praise, I might be willing to check it out. You'll watch the original trilogy because that's very safe to say on YouTube. Yes, it is. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. I appreciate you. What's up, someone silly? 9 and 10 come out tomorrow, and that's the finale. It's gonna be 10 episodes. Smart of them to do the finale on Star Wars Day. Where does Darth Vader get his shoes? I don't know, Razzie. Where does Darth Vader get his shoes? 10 episode season, gosh. At the Darth Mall. Oh my gosh, that's a good one, Razzie. Everyone clap for Razzie. That's a good one. You probably can't even hear that. That's a good one, Razzie. I like that. Need your peak Elder Sun shiny luck. You're full on shiny hunting for Ralton Sword. Good luck, someone silly. I like that, Razzie. You should be proud of that one. Razzie, I have a homework assignment for you. Tomorrow on Star Wars Day, I want you to tell that same joke to Kem in his stream. And so I can hear him read it out loud and say, at the Darth Maul, what? And then just move on. You're not proud of anything, you should be. Will do, Mildew. What do you call Chewbacca when he has chocolate stuck in his hair? I don't know, Kiro. What do you call Chewbacca when he has chocolate stuck in his hair? Chocolate chip Wookie. Oh my gosh, I like that. That's a good one. That was a good impression of Kim. Thank you. Thank you. 850 checks. Wow, we've done 350 checks in an hour and 14 minutes. That's ridiculous. Are we telling jokes? Apparently we are. Apparently that's what we're doing now. This is just a joke stream. How do you know it's a joke stream? Because I'm hosting it. Which Star Wars character works at a restaurant? I don't know. Which one does work at a restaurant, Kiro? Darth Vader. Kiro, do you like the letter W? I like the letter W. All your puns have W's, and I love it. You only have one dark joke, so you don't think you can join in? Uh-oh. Use the fries, Luke. Nice. I like jokes. Why did the Stormtrooper do something? I don't know, Mewtwo. Why did the Stormtrooper do something? I don't know. I didn't watch Star Wars, sorry. That's a good one. Darth Vader is wild. If you came to your table, just immediately get all the cash in your wallet and you'd be gone. You don't want to be force choked. No one wants to be force choked. That's true. Which Jedi became a rock star? I don't know, Kira. Which Jedi did become a rock star? Bon Jovi Wan Kenobi. Oh my gosh. Bon Jovi Wan Kenobi is crazy. Opt services be back later. Sounds good, cheese. Also, Kiro, Bon Jovi Wan Kenobi has a W in it. I love how, like, Kiro's obsessed with the letter W and doesn't even realize it. It doesn't start with a W, that's true. It's okay, Kiro. Like, I'm not mad. I'm not making fun of you for loving the letter W. It's a great letter. I just love that you love the letter W and you don't even realize that you love the letter W. New Jersey is going to love that one. Go tell New Jersey, Razzie. Just spread the word. Just run down the street in your Newsies cap and tell all the kids playing stickball in Jersey. Could you bring in the winning jokes? You certainly do, Kiro. Winning. Why is it called W when it's really double V? That's a great question. I've always wondered that myself. In fact, in German, it is a double V. It's W. I don't know why the English language decided to call it a W. It makes no sense. Your town crier for New Jersey, you are. Mac and cheese, there's your joke. Oh my goodness gracious, someone silly. I could eat some mac and cheese. Alright, let's take this up to 900, then we're going to open up some packs. We had crazy pack luck yesterday because Anne-Marie was here. So now that she's not here, we will probably have not great pack luck. Extra, read all about it. Write W with curves and not angles on paper. That's true. Some people do that. Watch me get 3 more immersives today. That would be some hefty luck right there. No new cards whatsoever. Just multiple immersives I already have. Nah, we're going to open up packs now. Let's do the check. Then we're going to open up packs. You do the curvy W? Sounds like a dance move. The curvy W. Not shiny. Alright, let's open up some packs. No, Anne-Marie? Yeah, she's working today. She's not going to be here. So, we're not going to get anything good. Pulled 3 solid immersives, no Lucario, about to riot. I'm sorry to hear that, Duval. Yesterday, I opened up a 10-pack and got both of them. But, yeah, I got those 2. I got 2 shinies. I got a rainbow full art, a regular full art, and a... I don't know what to call the other full art, Razzie. I need your help with that. I know rainbow. I know regular full art. The other one's kind of like a swirly full art. I don't know. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Huntail, Daramaka, Pawniard, Riolu, and Cabby. Alt art, is that what they are? Only 1 new card in there. We got the Huntail. Oh, got a complete row. Yes, toilet included with the swirly. Well, the what do you call it? You know what I'm talking about? The border. That type. The border's all swirly. Dorian, good morning. That costs extra, Duval. Full Art EX. Okay, is it only EXs that are swirly? I never put that together. Two star full art. Okay, but only EXs. Those are only EXs. I never realized that. And it's been what, a year and a half since this came out. Never realized that. All right, let's open up our 10-pack. And I still have 145 more. Trainers are the same thing, but white, silver, instead of black. Gotcha. Yeah, the full art trainers. Alright, we got Zorua, Castform, Poliwag. I still don't have a Poliwhirl, by the way. Beartic, okay. Another Beartic. Tepig, Stuffle, Chinchou, Herdier, Furfrou, Voltorb, Krogunk. Nice. I like that card. I like that card a lot. I like Krogunk a lot. Hatterene. Or Hatterene, I guess. Numel. Oh my gosh, another immersive Sobble. Best Polyworld card of the real TCG. Do you think it's the 151? Absolutely. In fact, my good friend John Struckert sent me a 151 Polyworld. You were 100% right, Mewtwo. Yeah, happy Whooper. Well, again, I hope we can eventually trade immersives. Because I either don't get the immersive or I get many copies of the immersive. It is a good one. I like it better than Lucario. Alright, there is Cubchoo, Zorua, Vullaby. There's the Poliwhirl. There you are, little fella. What's that move? Hit twice with 2 coins. I don't like that. I don't like it when it's not guaranteed damage. Give me a flip a coin for an extra 30. Ooh. Full Art Seviper. That's a nice card. Trapinch, Bronzor, Petrat, Magneton, and Golbat. Okay. Carkol, Clamperl, Krogunk, Darumaka, Regigigas, and a shiny Blaziken to go along with my shiny Combuskin from yesterday. That's neat. Such a little gentleman, right? Trapinch, another Poliwhirl, Castform, and Weezing. Carnivine, Herdier, Riolu, Cubfu, Herdier, Inkay, Meltan, Volcarona, Riolu, and Parcel Lady, Cubfu, Castform, Watchog, Regirock, and Ursaring. There we go. Sad Marie isn't here? Me too. What are the odds? I know, right? Actually, I don't know the odds. Do any of the battling stuff in that game or any ranked battling? Not ranked. I will do the solo battles just to, like, for mission completion stuff. And to get hourglasses. So, I still have a few of the solo battles I haven't beaten yet. But, like, I'll do the solo battles. I don't do any ranked battles. Another complete row. Another complete row. Alright, so chase card wise, we got a second Immersive Sobble, we got the Full Art Seviper, and we got the shiny Blaziken. And a whole bunch of base cards. I'm good with that. Ooh, collect 3 Sobble cards. That's done now. Give me 1 second. I just want to grab my daily hourglasses, or otherwise I'll forget. Okay, complete. And we're good. Alright, I'll open up the rest of the stuff later. There we go. Very nice. 3 immersives this weekend. Not bad. Not bad at all. Missed a Slowpoke promo. Got lazy. Dang. We do need Anne-Marie. No ability to like again, so I'll see you awesome people shortly because it works weird on your phone. No worries. No worries about that, Lacey. I've been 10 of the Slowpoke promo packs and just didn't get it. Oh, that stinks. Were you able to get the, like the little ticket? The ticket to pick out a free card? Fully immersed in immersive arts, right? I still have to get the The 2-star Zygarde. You didn't get that ticket? Huh. You should have. Normally it's like if you do 10 battles or if you do 10 wonder picks or, you know, depending on like what it is, you get the research for the free ticket, which is something they added a couple months back that I really like. Like, what is it right now? Yeah, so promo cards. I guess that was a while back, huh? When was the Slowpoke one? Oh yeah, Duval, I love that too. Like if yeah, you collect a whole bunch of the promo packs and then you're ready to open them and then they treat it like you're doing it like opening a 10 pack. You just open them all at once. I love it. Ended recently like 3 days ago. Dang. Razzie, thank you for the conversations. I always love talking with you. Have a great day and please wish her a happy birthday for me. I meant to DM her this morning, and then I forgot because I was getting ready for stream, and then you sent out your ping, and now it's like, well, if I send her a DM now, it's gonna look like I forgot, and only was reminded because of Razzie's ping. So thanks for that. No, okay, thank you. Love you, buddy. All right, here we go. Check 899 and 900. Check it out. What's it all about? No shiny. We have a problem with you. Just remember that your only Pokemon in your party is asleep. Is that a problem? Uh-oh. It might be a problem. It's gonna drive me crazy. I gotta remember what the last 7 Pokemon we need are. Either that or my count's wrong. Okay. Tentacruel is 1. Dugong is 2. Weezing is 3. Zapdos is 4. Omastar is 5. Kabutops is 6. So, what am I forgetting? Forgetting to up the counter for something yesterday. Okay. Pokemon kept telling jokes. What are they? Low punny. I love it. Think Spanish people wonder why this bird is named Shoes? Is Zapdos Spanish for shoes? Is that true? Pretty close. Zapdos. That's pretty close, but different. Why am I called bored? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked it. Check it out. What's it all about? Well, the poll is dropping. We're down to only 42% of people think we're gonna get this under 4,000 checks. Yeah, we're getting way more checks per hour than I thought we were going to. This is crazy. No luck so far, Lacey. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Just me doing some checks. I gotta remember to expand the screens on the overlay before the next stream. So this game, since it's so old, is in it's like letterbox edition. It's not widescreen. So I need to stretch the screen. Not yet, John. Not yet. Let me see how many battles I'm at. I need to get that one. I'm at... I'm at 8. I'm at 8. John, we're both at 8. That's crazy. Oh, you can start and concede? I didn't realize you could concede. I didn't realize that would count. Well then. Let's do that. That's wild they let concessions count. Concede. You gotta do 20 battles on your other account? Do it. And you don't use up any of your battle tokens if you lose. Participants just join and concede. That's crazy. I didn't expect that to count. I mean, you can barely consider that participating. Pre-breakfast Pringles probably happening soon. There you go. I wonder how long this Zapdos is going to take us. This is the first of 7 full odds shiny hunts we're going to be doing. This could literally take us until Gen 10. That's kind of Pringles. Yeah, pre-breakfast mango. That sounds yummy. Say that almost 800 hourglasses. Holy smokes! That's so many. Just want a mega shiny mega Glade. I hope you get it. Perfectly ripe. Send you one, but wouldn't be good anymore by the time you reach. Yeah, probably would not survive the mail too well. But I appreciate the thought. Exactly, Duval. So yeah, it's a Professor Oak challenge with shiny hunting incorporated for the legendaries. Because I am a masochist. I don't know. Ask me in a few months if I feel like I bit off more than I could chew. Ask me in August if I regret my decisions. The answer would be no. We'll see. If it's August and we're still on Zapdos. Yeah, we'll have to get Articuno and Moltres after the next badge. No, after the next two badges? Hold on. Okay, after this next section, we get Ponyta Rapidash, and then defeat Erica. And then we get Articuno and Moltres. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be happy if I'll be happy if we get Zapdos this month. Uh well, Lacey, in this game, Moltres is actually on Mount Ember in the Sevi Islands. Now we'll get to Drago numbers. I hope we don't. But here's the scary thing, Mewtwo. Drago numbers would be just over 2 times odds, which is not too insane at all. Oh, no worries, Lacey. Yeah, normally in Kanto, it's in Victory Road. You're 100% right. But in Fire Red Leaf Green, it moved over to Mount Ember for some reason. Zombie, thank you so much for the lurks. How you feeling today? Any better? To tell you how long it's been since you played this game, you know what? I get it. It's been quite a while since I played these games before they re-released them. Oh yeah, Mom would be very excited. That would be pretty cool if we got it when my mom was here. I'm not sure if she's ever seen me get a shiny. Like live. Like I've shown her clips, but I don't know if she's ever actually seen it live. Yeah. Sinus headache is pretty much gone. Husband's doing better. I gave him medicine. Wish he slept last night. Didn't get much sleep. I'm sorry. I had to be getting close to 20 now. You have to be at least 15. I want to get this card now. Otherwise, I'll forget about it. Can't believe you can just concede. That's crazy. Zapdos is the speedy one. Moltres is the long one. Articuno is the fatso one. Mewtwo, you're right. These are just like my goldfish. Whole team was battered and bruised trying to make it through Victory Road, and you stumble upon Moltres. Yeah, right? Wasn't that such a cool feeling when you played through these games for the first time? God, I still remember the first time I ever saw Pokemon, or the first time I ever had a Pokemon evolve. It blew my mind. Like, I knew that, like, Pokemon evolved. I wasn't that naive, but I'm playing Pokemon Blue, and I'm going up against one of the bug kids, like, early on in the game, like, probably in the forest, Viridian Forest. And, I have a Caterpie, and the kid I'm fighting has a Caterpie. And then after the battle, the Caterpie evolves, and I'm thinking I'm watching. I don't know why I assumed this. I thought I was watching the trainer. I thought I was watching the kid's Caterpie evolve, and then I realized it's my Caterpie that evolved, and I was like, "Holy smokes, that's so cool!" Now my Caterpie's a Metapod. Caterpie versus Caterpie battles are what you live for, right? You should have a camera in your house, know which cat keeps throwing up. Oh my gosh, yeah, you got to get a cat throw up camera. Yeah, my dad has a bunch of cats, and most mornings there's vomit somewhere. You used to never evolve your shinies in Pogo because it felt like you lost one of the shinies. Mewtwo, I totally get that. With very few exceptions, I never evolve a shiny unless I have a second one. So like I won't ever evolve a shiny because like if I don't have another one because I'll feel like I lost a shiny. So if I get a second one, then I'll evolve it. I'm 100% with you on that. Use up all your luck in Pocket TCG for the next 1 or 2 years. 2 full arts, Morpeko and Trico, full art Magneton EX, Rainbow full art Mega Sceptile, and full art Shiny Mega Steelix. That's crazy, Rain. Congratulations, that's awesome. All right, I gotta check. I gotta be getting close. How many we at? I got it. I got it. I hope I got it before John Struckert too, just so I can rub it in. So I got the ticket there, and then here we go. Participate in 20 battles. Show me that card. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful Zygarde EX. Yeah, baby. Everin, yep, we're hunting for the Zapdos. Let's go ahead and register that one. Boom. Nice. Slowpoke. Yeah, this Slowpoke. I'm sorry you guys weren't able to get that Slowpoke card, John. It's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, you can just keep forfeiting. That counts as a battle. Because, yeah, it just says participate. And for some reason, quitting immediately counts as participation. That's bananas. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Got yours too? Nice, me too. Haha, John, I got it. I got it and you didn't. That was mean. I'm sorry, John. That was mean. That was out of pocket. I apologize. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I mean, typically I would just do auto battles anyway, but I wanted to get this one quickly. I wanted to get on stream, so yeah, that's a good tip. That's a good little cheat code there. What's up, Gumbo? Clicked on the stream and started the beginning and said stream was over. Refreshed and it was back to live. What even the heck is that about? What am I rubbing with salt? Nice pork shoulder. Zapdos has a bad shiny though. It does. It does have a bad shiny. I agree with you. However, it's there, so I have to get it. I said I would shiny hunt all the legendaries in this game, so I am. I ended up doing all the solo missions 100% anyways. Hit master rank every season. Wow. So far, enjoy the battles, but you know others don't so much. So still good for them to get the cards. Exactly. That's a great help. John, I do really apologize for being so rude to you. You don't deserve it. So I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. John's going to be in charge. And let's do a half encounter here, as old Gage Perez used to say. I'm going to hit the A button. I'm going to hit it one more time, and then I'm going to go. Here we go. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. And no shiny. Mewtwo, you tried to trick me. Yeah, so the shiny is the one on the overlay here. So basically it's just a deeper yellow and the beak and feet are a darker orange. It's not a great shiny. What I should do is put up the actual Gen 3 sprites. But yeah, the feet and the beak are the easiest way to tell. Let's see here. Can I get a Zapdos? I debated on this, and I think it is important for me to use the shiny sprite from the game that we're playing instead of getting the nice animation. You think they'd have nice shinies, but no? Yeah, I mean, I like 2 out of the 3 of them. This is my least favorite by far. So tiny. Yeah, I like that one. Give me a second, guys. We'll check this one. I want to find a good sprite. Dang, dang, dang. Oh well. Oh well. I'll try and figure it out sometime this week. Oh well. What do you call a Gen 1er's favorite drink? I don't know. What do you call a Gen 1er's favorite drink? 1 million shiny luck for Hefty? That'd be pretty amazing. This is a report. Will try to ask you if you want to print a piece of paper for completing the decks. That's a good question. That's a very good question. What's up, Cream of Fart? Welcome in. Sprite. That's a good one. Good one, Mewtwo. McDonald's Sprite with a Pikachu on it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're almost at 1,000 checks already. Lemonade, that's true. Shiny hunting blueberries, good luck with that. What's friend code switch? Romano, I'm pretty sure you already friended me. I'm pretty sure you did that a couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Thank you for the shiny luck. 4K to 8K, but you're being realistic? I think that's very realistic. 100% I think that's realistic. No shiny. Too many? That's okay. No shiny. Thank you, Zombie. I hope I do too. We have 7 of these to do. 7 of these to do along with the rest of the Professor Oak challenge. Shiny luck is like money, you can never have enough. That's true. Skibbity Ghastly. You know, it's wild that I didn't even consider that when I first made that. I don't even know a Skibbity Toilet was a thing when I had that emote made. Maybe Skibbity Toilet copied the Ghastly. Wonder how many encounters we have done? That's a good question. We'll have to see. We're at 1,000 right now, and I got changed the overlay for hopefully the last time. Hopefully that's the last time we have to move it. You feel old here in Skibbity Toilet. Me too. Somebody owes me for that Skibbity Toilet aura. Exactly. God, I love soft resetting. I don't know why they ever got rid of soft resetting in the new games. You're filled with Spanish meats? I'm jealous, Steven. I would like to be filled with Spanish meats. What's up, Jerry? Yeah, imagine we get a 2026. That'd be crazy. You're so over soft resetting for this Tepig, John. I'm so sorry, buddy. I hope you get it soon. Yep, whoever voted for under 1,000 is wrong. Sylveon's got the Master Rank ribbons in every contest category and now has the Contest Star ribbon. That's pretty awesome. Full Shiny Team or Shiny Legendary, Shiny Dex or what? That's a good question, Cream of Fart. I'm actually doing a Professor Oak Challenge. Nova Shadow, thank you so much for joining the Poliwag party. Very cool. I'm doing a Professor Oak Challenge, which means that I have to catch and fully evolve as far as possible every single available Pokemon before I get the next gym badge. So here we are. We have 3 gym badges. I have 135 Pokemon registered in the Dex. And just to make it even more challenging, because I'm a masochist, I decided I was going to shiny hunt all the legendaries and mythicals. So we're taking a little bit of a break from the Professor Oak challenge in order to get the shiny Zapdos. Then we're going to evolve the remaining 5 Pokemon we need to get our 4th badge. Then we're going to move on to the next section. And yada yada yada. Whoops. So, Cook, you're looking at the sub count. Could you imagine if we were already at 2,525? That'd be pretty crazy. But Jerry, how you doing today? How's your morning? Yeah, so this is the sub count down below, down there, 10 17. Dang it, how to get to 17 again. That is the encounter count. Oh, I know how it did it. I understand what happened. I had to work like 6 hours today, so frustrated. That would be frustrating. Your chat blocks that with the phone layout? I got you, Duval. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's pros and cons to the mobile layout, the shorts layout. One of the things I don't like is how basically I have almost 2/3 of a screen to put things on because of the chat. I mean, can you guys even see the bottom screen? John Schrecker, thank you for the 6-7 jewels. There you go. I'm cool. Purple Pokemon will be purple or pink. And Duval with the 6-7. Yeah, I wish there was a better way. It's not blocked really? Okay, that's good. Back when everything was horizontal, I had like all the space in the world to lay things out. But YouTube really wants the shorts to be the new standard, so I can either adapt or get left behind. See it decently well? Decently is all I'm asking for. It doesn't have to be fantastic. As long as my stream is decent, that's acceptable. Legally Blind, that's your story and you're sticking to it? I would stick to that story too. When typing it gets a little covered, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So Jerry, we had a little bit of a productive, I guess, beginning stream. So I backed out of the Zapdos hunt. I went and made sure we had about 100 balls on each save file. Got max repels on both save files. What's up, Dr. Fiend Show? And then I had in Fire Red, I had Electabuzz and Kabuto that I needed to trade over. So I traded those over to Leaf Green, and in return from Leaf Green to Fire Red, I sent a Pikachu and a Gloom, both in the level 20s-ish, low 20s. So those two, along with the Parasect I have in Fire Red, I'm hoping between the three of those, one of the three of them can get off a Thunder Wave. Or a paralysis before getting KO'd. So we can KO Zapdos on both the top and the bottom. Plus, I was able to knock the number up by trading over the Electabuzz and the Kabuto. So once we catch this Zapdos, all we have left to do is evolve Tentacool into Tentacruel, Coughing into Wheezing, Seal into Dugong, Kabuto into Kabutops, and Omanite into Omastar. And then we will get the gym badge from Blaine. We'll get the Volcano badge. Your crutch is glasses. I feel that. You know, there's some people, their crutch is their crutch. Which is kind of wild. And Jerry, I also showed off all the fun stuff I got at Free Comic Book Day yesterday. Congratulations to you, Jerry, on what you got at Comic Book Day yesterday. Wasn't free, but it's still awesome. We also opened up another 10-pack. We got another Immersive Sobble. We got a shiny Blaziken to go along with the shiny Combuskin I got yesterday. Full art Seviper. And a bunch of new cards, bunch of new base cards, including Poliwhirl. But we have not played Guess the Pokemon plush or Guess the Marvel superhero yet. Wait till you get another immersive, right? Or no, wait, I got another immersive? Yeah, I got another immersive Sobble. A second immersive Sobble. I'm telling you, every single set, I either get 0 immersives or I get multiple the same immersive. Do some weekday streams. John, you know what? You might be right. 5 to 40, yeah, it's going to be a little stinky, but we got a couple of good places that we can train. We do have a couple good places to train. Oh, John knows that, zombie. John's just ribbing me a little bit. I used to do weeknight streams back when I first started streaming, but then it got a little bit too much for me. I didn't want to get to the point where I started to resent streaming. Like, I didn't want to get to the point where I started looking at streaming as like a job that I had to do. So I kind of backed away from that. But the opportunity is still always there. And I did already promise John that starting this summer, I will be doing Friday night streams for Final Fantasy playthroughs. Final Fantasy Fridays. Just hate yourself like we're all supposed to. Cream of Fart. I wasn't sure about you at first, I'm going to be honest. But you're kind of a funny guy. Oh, the bridge is best and Afterblade is on one island. Yes, exactly. So for Oma Night and Kabuto, we'll probably do a mixture of top of Cycling Road and the bird trainers just to the west of Fuchsia City. Thank you. I'll try not to take it too far. That's all I can ask, Cream. That's all I can ask. But always nice to meet a new friend. Could never go wrong with more Hefty. It's true. Final Fantasy Fridays at local Gentlemen's Club. Oh my gosh, Duval. Come on. How funny is that? Cream of Fart's just like, I'll try not to take it too far. And then Duval Ants bust out a Gentlemen's Club reference at 10:20 a.m. on a Sunday. At least where I live. Most of those Gentlemen's Clubs aren't even open right now. At least not the good ones. You don't want to see the crew at 10:20 a.m. on a Sunday. Everin, that's a fair question. I don't know. Sounds like what's his face yesterday. Yeah, what's his face is a good name. What's his face is a fair name. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. Appreciate you. Your daughter was learning to read. That's actually hilarious, Cream of Fart. That's pretty good. How old is your daughter?
Welcome to the party.
Oh my gosh, thank you for the sub, Cream of Fart. 7 now? Yeah, definitely smart choice changing the name. Wow, 7 years old. Holy smokes. She's like an actual person. Love it every time I say the name, Cream of Fart. Should only play Pokemon Go though. You know, I have another friend that is a streamer that has 2 daughters, and the oldest one is about, God, how old is the oldest one now? Anyway, he's got daughters around the same age, within, you know, like plus or minus a couple of years, and they're the same way. Like they'll play Pokemon Go, but they have absolutely no interest in playing the regular Pokemon games. Your little one's about to be 3. It scares you she might find some nonsense you've left somewhere on the internet one day. Right? Exactly. That's why, long time ago, I decided to scrub my social footprint. You gotta dig real deep in the internet to find any scandalous information about me. Why your 4-year-old watches read louder? Very smart. Pikachu's an electric type, but in Pokemon Black 2, they can't change their type. What? Your niece plays it all, but won't play this game? Really? So Fire Red Leaf Green is where your niece draws the line. I gotta be honest, I was pleasantly surprised when they re-released these games. And I was like, alright, let's do a Professor Oak challenge on this game. How much fun I had. Like, as old as this game is, as you could say outdated as it is compared to current Pokemon games, it's still it's like coming home. Like, I still have such a blast with these games. Not to mention the whole Kanto aspect of it, of like how many times we have to visit Kanto, but I still have a blast with these. You don't know Ball until she beats this. You love a Switch release of Gen 1 where you can explore Johto 2. You know, it would be really cool if we got like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Like if we got the like remix of those or something on the Switch, that'd be pretty neat. I don't know if it would happen, but that would be pretty awesome. I'm assuming, I don't know this, I'm assuming that in the somewhat near future, we will get Ruby and Sapphire. Not Johto in this game. Nope, just Kanto and the Sevi Islands. Why did I fight the Zapdos on Leaf Green? I didn't mean to. I just sometimes hitting all the buttons to reset the game at once is a little difficult. But you do get access to Johto Pokemon. Yeah, not all of them, but a lot of them. A lot of them are available post-game when you go visit the Sevi Islands. Blue Worm and Pogo yesterday after 5 raids. Congratulations, Steven. I still need to get out there today and see if I can get 2 Honedge raids. I need a 3rd Honedge for Go, then I need one to send to home. When I was out yesterday, it was right in the midst of Shadow Entei, and so that was the only raid going on in town. I got to play Super Mario Galaxy game. Tried to play it 4 times, always dropped the game. I played through and beat Mario Galaxy. I've never beaten Mario Galaxy 2. And I've been debating on picking it up for the Switch. I just don't know if I want to drop that money. Mario's probably sure you have 10 Switch games, 0 were full price. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, like I just... Here's the thing. I would have 100% picked up the Mario Galaxy 2 2-pack that came out last year if I didn't already have Mario Galaxy in the Super Mario All-Stars that came out for the Switch a few years ago. I don't know why they did that. So, like, I already have Mario All-Stars, which has Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. And then, now there's this 2-pack with Galaxy and Galaxy 2. I can buy Galaxy 2 separate digitally, but I can't buy Galaxy 2 separate physically. So yeah, I'm just kind of stuck here being like, I'd like to play Galaxy 2, but I just can't bring myself to buy it. You died at the rival fight in Cerulean and realized you didn't visit the Pokemon Center there? Oh no, I hate when that happens. What's up, Miles? Welcome in. I mean, like, I remember watching the trailer and I was like, oh, sweet, they're re-releasing Super Mario Galaxy 2. That's perfect. I can finish off the collection. And they're like, yeah, it's a 2-pack, Galaxy and Galaxy 2. I'm like, oh, never mind. I can't buy Super Mario Galaxy a third time. If it was Metroid Prime, yes. But Super Mario Galaxy, I'm not buying it a third time. I just gonna go to the Cerulean back and come back to the stream. Sounds good, Everin. Good luck on retracing your steps there. Get back to Cerulean. Yeah, I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I don't visit a Pokemon Center and I get KO'd, and then I wake up and I'm like, where the heck am I? Was it even possible to faint in ZA? Was that even a thing? What would happen in ZA if all your Pokemon fainted? Were you just not allowed to get into battles, or would it actually send you to a Pokemon Center? I think it was wild. Like, of all the complaints I had about ZA, the one that I don't mention a lot that actually did annoy me was that there was no consequences to your actions in that game. Like, remember in Legends Arceus, where if you got KO'd, you lost, like, a third of your items? And you had to, like, go find your bag, or, like, have friends go find your bag. Remember that? Like, there was actual stakes. There was consequences to not being good. And in ZA, I don't think there was ever any consequences. You didn't lose any money. You didn't lose any items. You lost nothing for losing a battle. Except your time. Yeah, someone would have to snag your satchel back in Arceus. But, like, not even, like, losing items. Like, you didn't even lose money if you lost a battle in ZA. They would just say, oh, sorry that happened. Try again. Some Silver Fox, good morning to you. Like, I remember day 1 of ZA getting to Zone 8. The one with the Gibbles and the Numels and the Camerupt and the Drillburs and the Machops and all that. Remember that one? Trying to catch a Gibble for the Pokédex, and I got KO'd like a billion times. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I think you did faint if all your Pokemon fainted, but I don't think there's any consequences. But I got KO'd there like a billion times. But since there were no consequences, like I didn't have to change my strategy at all. I would just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to go in there guns blazing again. Hope for a better outcome this time. Silver Fox, thank you so much for rejoining the Poliwag party. Hope you're doing well. Let's get some hype in the chat. Yeah, Pyroar. Yeah, Pyroar Zone. That definitely got KO'd there a few times. Yeah, and you would just go back in again. No worries, no loss, no anything. I feel like I crap on ZA a lot. And in my opinion, my belief, a lot of it's justified, but maybe sometimes it isn't. One thing I will say very positive about ZA is I actually loved the battle mechanic. I like the battle mechanic in ZA more than I like the battle mechanic in Arceus. That might be a hot take. That's actually probably most definitely a hot take. But I did enjoy the battling mechanic, which is ironic because I don't really enjoy battling. Pyro Zone was your favorite level in Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Man, I can't remember the last time I played Sonic. I remember my mind being blown when Sonic and Knuckles came out for the Sega Genesis. And the top of the cartridge flipped open, and you could take a Sonic 1, 2, or 3 and put it in the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge, and you got access to additional areas and levels in the first 3 games. Well, I guess that's not really what happened. You got access to additional areas and levels in Sonic and Knuckles, but they made it look like it was in the first 3 games. That was so cool. Blew my freaking mind as a 13-year-old. When did Sonic and Knuckles come out? Oh, 94. Okay, I was 14 years old. Yeah, Jerry, it was pretty sweet. Like, it was, what's a good comparison? Jerry, do you remember the Game Boy player for the Super Nintendo or the Game Boy player for the N64 where you would plug in the Game Boy game into the little adapter? It was that type of technology. But, yes, like you could play Sonic and Knuckles, or if you plugged in like Sonic into Sonic and Knuckles, there would be additional Sonic 1 levels that you could play. Good luck on Zappy, 13,000. Oh my gosh. Solo business, 13,000 is crazy. I hope you get it real soon. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I signed up for something that I might regret. I said that during this Professor Oak Challenge, we would do shiny hunts for all the mythicals and legendaries. So this is the first of 7 that I have to do. Metal Harbor was your favorite level in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but the Chaos was your favorite part of the games in general. I have to admit, I have not, or I should say, I didn't play a single Sonic game between Sonic and Knuckles and when I just, a year ago, a little over a year ago, picked up the... Dorian, I don't know if you're still here. I know you were lurking earlier. You convinced me to pick up a Sonic game last year. It was it Generations? It was Sonic and Shadow. That was the first Sonic game I played since Sonic and Knuckles back in 1994. What's up, Squirrel, though? You know, I guess I could turn around and look behind me because it would be right here on the shelf. Yeah, here it is. Sonic X Shadow Generations. Sonic Shadow Generations. I picked this one up because I watched Dory and Dysart play it on his channel, Dysart Universe. And it looked like a lot of fun, so I went to GameStop and picked it up. And it was fun. I still have to play through... I think I played through Sonic. I still have to play through a Shadow. Got back to Cerulean, good job. Come on, shiny. I can't believe we've already done 638 checks today. This is insane. Camera's tilted a little bit. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. What's going on, Seth? Did a bunch of Zubats in Mount Moon, but none were shiny? Dang. I know someone that had a shiny Zubat but lost it. How hefty. Yeah, I know Mewtwo. I know. It's very nice. I am constantly thinking about you. I am a good person. You're right. That wow was well deserved. Wow, you're a great person, Hefty. Kind of sad. For some reason, your brain is writing Grisham as a professional, put together, clean cut, almost perfect type guy, and he's a little sad when everyone else goes to bed before him. Aw, dang. Poor Grisham. Jerry, are you on your computer or are you on your mobile phone? I need kind of a favor. I don't know if you can help me out, but it's driving me crazy. And I wasted a little bit of time on stream earlier, and I don't want to waste any more. Computer, Jerry, can you do me a favor? Can you see if you can find a PNG of the Gen 3 Shiny Zapdos? Like, the only ones I was able to find on the internet during my brief, ignoring of chat, had a white background, and I didn't want to take the time while streaming to, like, remove the background and everything. I'm just trying to find a PNG of the shiny Gen 3 Zapdos. Teasing each other about losing shinies is the kind of friendship you strive to have. That's right. That's right. Mewtwo and I tease each other a lot. Everyone's not on his computer. I'm on my computer. I mean, look, thank you, Jerry. If you can't find anything, that's fine too. I can do it, after stream sometime this week. But I was debating this when I was setting this up on Friday. And I went with the classic, like, GIF of the 3D models. But I think it's kind of important I use the actual Fire Red Leaf Green sprites. Well, at least it's on her phone. Particularly for this one, because a lot of people have asked about, like, what does the shiny look like? And it would be easier if I had the actual Gen 3 sprite on the overlay. Neither of people got their PNGs from... I wish you knew where people got their PNGs from for older games. Can't find them anywhere. Right? It's tough, Keith. And also, hello, Keith. Like, I'm able to, like, get the one from, like, Bulbapedia, for example. Or there's another one from a sprite site. But they have the white background, and I could just remove the background, but I don't have time to do that, like, while I'm actively streaming. I only remember one of my shiny fails. Which one was that, Mewtwo? I'm proud that I haven't had a lot of fails. Just look at the game and redraw. That's what I should do, everyone. I should just hand draw the sprite and color it in. What would you guys do if I started stream and I'm like, all right, here's the shiny we're looking for, and it's a hand-drawn, colored-in sprite? Excelgor, yeah, that's the first one that popped in my mind. That's probably the most egregious fail I've had on stream. And technically, I didn't even fail it. I did catch it. I just reset the game before I saved. You'd love that? Thank you, Jerry. We'll find out how big that's going to show. It's a weird thing for me to say. Colored in Sprite, but it's clear as Silly Goose. You know what's crazy? That is not even the first Sprite joke made today. Yeah, it's not. That's actually not too bad. That's not too bad, Jerry. That's not too bad. Let's see. Save image as. Let's just throw it on desktop for right now. Give me 1 second, please. Yeah, this might not be huge, but I think it'll be big enough. Well, we're going to have to make that a little bigger. Hold on, let me put down the controllers. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work fine. So let's turn off that. Jerry, thank you very much. All right, perfect. Light goal 50. Oh my gosh, thank you. All right, so that is what the shiny looks like that we're trying to get. Now we can compare it to what it actually looks like on the screen. You can see it's definitely going to be the beak and the feet, but you can also tell that the yellow is a little bit more vibrant. But yeah, it's definitely going to be the beak and the feet that we're looking for. Thank you so much, Jerry. The nice thing about sprites from the GBA era is that you can blow them up and they won't really appear pixelated because guess what? They're already pixelated. Thank you for the pity laugh, Keith. Appreciate that. Keith, how has your weekend been? Thank you, Jerry, for the teehee. Broken the algorithm. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Breaking the algorithm. Any more Shinely? Any more shiny Ghastly? Let's say your old job was yesterday, started the new one on Tuesday. Very excited. I'm very excited for you, Keith. I think you made a smart move. I'm very happy for you. I think it's going to go super well, and it's going to be awesome, and it's going to be the best thing ever. Ghastly just poisonous gas with the soul? Exactly. They're 30% more powerful the fairy type instead of normal type now? What? What, Lacey? I feel like I missed something. No more Ghastly yet. You give another 16 checks and you're sure you don't see one? Jerk. Keith, I have literally been playing Leaf Green for 101 hours. plus all the resets, plus 1,100, almost 1,200 resets for Zapdos. I have 135 Pokemon registered in the Pokédex. I have not seen a single shiny yet in this game. You have stolen all the shinies. Sprites. Oh, I got you, Lacey. So they don't look pixelated because they're all pixelated. That's right. I got it now.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Umbreon, thank you so much for the sub. Pixelate like the ability. I gotcha. This has been an interesting stream. Analytically. So, we have a lot of people hanging out here. We've had a decent sized crowd hanging out here all stream today, which is amazing. A lot of wonderful people hanging out here. And the average view time is up. It's pretty high. But the number of views is very low. And all I can think of is YouTube, the algorithm itself, prefers the Professor Oak Challenge over shiny hunting. The people that are showing up are staying, which is great. I love having you all here. But YouTube isn't putting us in front of a lot of people. You're actually just bored? I can feel that. Shiny Meister Burger. I could totally go for a burger right now. Just something to drink? Sounds good. We'll be here. YouTube doesn't even know me well. I know, right? Like, you know what I mean, though? Like, it would be one thing if there weren't a lot of views and there was only, like, 4 or 5 people hanging out. And I'd be like, oh, well, that's kind of stinky. You know, that's too bad. But we have a good amount of people hanging out here. And shine honey for ages before this, I know. You love a Scarlet and Violet, how crazy it looked just throwing one burger patty on that foot-long sub bun, right? Those sandwiches were wild, Keith. Keith, did it ever inspire you to make a sandwich based off of one of the recipes? Did Nick ever end up doing that? I know Shiny's talked about doing that for a while. I can't remember if he ended up doing that. Kiro, your Audi owns 11 coffee mugs. That's a good amount of mugs. That'll last you for a week and a half. I want a burger. Pikachu should be an actual color of yellow, like a Pikachu shade. You have 15 shop mugs. Oh my gosh. Is it bad that you have like 25 mugs? Oh no, no, not bad at all. I have probably close to that for mugs. I'm a little bit of a coffee mug collector. If only they had peanut butter in that game, then we could make Kim's signature sandwich. They do have peanut butter. They do. I think we figured it out. Does YouTube allow you to look exactly like Nightbot? No, it won't let you look exactly like Nightbot. One family drove 3 hours to come see you yesterday on your last day with these gas prices. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I I remember looking this up. Let me check it now. I know there is a Scarlet Violet Sandwich Simulator. Okay, so if we did peanut butter and mayonnaise, it's cream cheese, that's horseradish. Where's the mayo? Is that the mayo? And we got to put some sort of other thing on it. What else would go on it? Let's put a slice of cheese on there. We'll put a slice of cheese on it. So, peanut butter, mayonnaise, and 3 slices of cheese will be encounter power normal 1, raid power steel 1, and experience power or experience point power fighting 1. I can't think of what else we would put on it if not cheese. Bacon? Bacon sounds good. Let's put bacon on it. Bacon would be encounter power rock 1. So yeah, the problem is that both peanut butter, mayonnaise, or condiments, you still need a base for the sandwich. You have a drink in front of you, but you're not drinking it? Oh my gosh. You have a Buick, don't know what type, but it's a large, almost minivan style thing from 2017. Takes $70 in current gas prices at least. That's crazy. Probably so, zombie. That would probably be directly correlated to the sinus drainage. We've done 708 checks already today. And we've been farting around a lot. Just a reminder, next weekend we will only be doing 3-hour streams because it's Mother's Day weekend and my mom will be here. I don't want to spend half the day streaming while she's just like sitting in the living room. You gotta go. All right, Everin, thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Same start time? I think so. I think so. I think we'll go 8 to 11. I think it makes more sense than going like 11 to 2. Because doing something like in the middle of the day like that, it kind of makes, in my opinion, like it makes the morning and the afternoon like less productive. Because it's like, oh, we can't do that because I have to be back ready to stream by 11. And then, you know, in the afternoon, it's like, oh, well, I can't do that until at least after 2. But if it's like, okay, I'm streaming from 8 to 11, it's like, okay, we can just kind of chill here at the house in the morning, and then we have the whole rest of the day. You know what I mean? But there's something to be said about taking her out to breakfast on Mother's Day, now that I think about it. John, I will make... Maybe we'll do 9 to noon. We could do an early breakfast and be back in time to stream at 9. We could do 9 to noon, and then I'd have the whole afternoon. Let's plan on that. Let's plan on 9 to noon. And you're like, well, Hefty, There are time zones. 9 to noon means nothing to me. I will start an hour later than normal next weekend and go for 3 hours. You found a better sprite. What? An even better one? Is that even possible? So does that work for you, John, and Mewtwo? Because that's what's most important, is as long as it works for you too. Starting an hour later, going for 3 hours. Jerry, that's a pretty good one. That is indeed a good one. Hold on a second. Why is it a WebP file? That's okay. I will just take a screen grab of it. Whoa, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. Monday stream or next Saturday? Next Saturday. Next Saturday. That's still early enough for you, Mewtwo, and that works for you, John? Okay. Alright, now let me add this in. Alright, Jerry gave us a new shiny sprite for Zapdos. There we go. That's the shiny that we're looking for right there. Devin, good morning. It's perfect. Yeah, it's spot on. It's hard to tell the difference between that and the gameplay, actually. Very spiky. It's like one of Kim's drawings. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about that. It definitely a unique style. I would say both Kim and Jerry have unique styles. Um, Zapdos's legs don't look as polio-ridden. You wish the shiny was that color? It would be pretty cool if that was the color. Jerry, I didn't realize you were such a talented artist. Every day I learn something new about you. We're learning things together, that's right. You know what this means, though, Jerry. You know what you've walked yourself into. You know where this has to go from this point on. Is you're going to have to do a drawing for each of the shiny hunts that we do for the rest of the game. Uh-oh, indeed. Uh-oh, indeed. Yep, for each of the birds, Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, Lugia, Deoxys, attack form and defense form. No shiny. I'm going to have a salad for lunch. I'm very excited about it. Haven't had a good salad in a while. What people submit their own art for your future shiny hunts on here, and you just pick your favorite of the submissions, use that as your shiny sprite. That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea, Lacey. Mewtwo, you've never eaten a salad before, not even once? That's crazy talk. We could do that. We could do that. I like that idea. Having people submit art of the shinies I'm going to be hunting. Salads are great alone, but you like adding in ham and spinach? That sounds pretty good. Salads are a little too crunchy for you. Yeah, the lettuce can break your teeth. I understand that. Come on, shiny. I gotta be honest with you. I've had a headache for like the last 20 minutes. It's really bothering me. I think I'm only gonna take this up to 1300, and we're gonna end the stream Unfortunately, I need to take some drugs or something. But we do have 2 more mini games to play for today's stream, so let's go ahead and get those started. Let's play Guess the Pokemon Plush. This is the part of the stream where I have a Pokemon plush in front of me on my desk. It's right here. You can't see it, but I can. But I can't remember what its name is. So why don't you tell me, what is the name of this Pokemon plush? It's not Rowlet. Thanks, me too. Yeah, I hate to do it, but yeah, my head's kind of throbbing at the moment. And I'd rather be in better shape for you guys to be entertaining than for me just like sitting here being quite miserable for 3 more hours. But all right, we got Rowlet. Who else is gonna be guessing? Not Froakie. Not Quaxley. Yeah, Lacey, I got some good headache drugs. I just want to take some and lay down. Not Darkrai. Not Clefairy. Not Munchlax. Not Chimchar. I'll give you guys a clue. It is a Gen 9 Pokemon. It's a Gen 9 Pokemon. Not Trico, not Poliwag, not Absol, not Skorupi. Not Fuecoco. Not Clodsire. I wish it was Clodsire. I'd love to have a Clodsire. Not Frigibax, not Wiglet. Not Sprigatito. Not Lechonk. You butchered that spelling? You know what though? I got it. That's all that matters. Hero, I'm going to think of something over the course of this week as a special bonus for you. It's going to be incredible and hilarious. Not Flittle. But John Strucker, surprising no one, and Kiro coming in immediately afterwards, it is in fact Smoliv. You know what's funny is if you've been around for a while, you know how much I hate olives. I really do not like olives. But I love Smoliv, and I love Doliv, and I love Arboliva. I can't explain it, but I do. But good job, John. Reigning champion of Guess the Pokemon Plush. And that's going to take us to our final mini game of the day, which is Guess the Marvel Superhero. This is the part where you guess the Marvel Superhero. Swept the weekend, you sure did. Kiro, you will always take first place in my heart, along with John and many other people. You too, Lacey, Jerry. You're all winners. Lacey! Coming here immediately with Spider-Man. My goodness, Lacey, you must have a camera somewhere in my office, because it is, in fact, Spider-Man. This is Assassin Nation. All the Amazing Spider-Man comics from 1989. This is when Todd McFarlane, who was the creator of Spawn, when he was doing Spider-Man. Very famous run. Let's take a look at some of the stuff. Look at this amazing cover with Mysterio, right? And we got, let's see, we got some good other stuff here. Look at this Green Goblin. Look at that Green Goblin. It's incredible. Beautiful artwork. Artist of a generation right here. I've always loved this lizard cover. How cool is that? And see what else we got here. I mean, even as regular people look pretty good. I always love this shot. Spider-Man versus Hydro Man. I always thought that was a cool one. I love comic book art so much. It's genuinely so neat. I agree. And then, of course, there's this classic cover. Venom. Todd McFarlane was the co-creator of Venom as well. But yeah, I mean, like even this. Look at this. Just a few people in a car. Look at those faces. Just such interesting artwork. And then we get into the Assassination Plot storyline, which has some great covers, including this one. This one's a great one. Look at that one. We got the Red Skull in the background. It's very cool. It's the dude that said correct, madam. It sure is. All right. Good job, Lacey. Good job on winning Guess the Marvel Superhero. All right. Let's do these last 14 checks. Even ending early, we're going to end up having done 800 checks. That's crazy. No shiny. 1,300 checks in the first weekend's pretty good. I feel like on a regular week, like next weekend will probably be another 1,300. Let's say it takes us up 2,600. In a regular weekend, I could see us doing 5,000 total checks, which is wild. I mean, I think it's possible. I mean, based off of today, I think we could do 2,000 checks a day. Easily. Am I using turbo controller? I'm just using my fingies. Turbo controller would be a little bit difficult because particularly because of the previously on section where you got to hit the B button. So much faster than Drago, it certainly is. I missed soft resets so much. Just gonna genuinely name a Marvel superhero that came to mind, and genuinely shocked when you said you were right. You were. You did so well, Lacey. No shining. If you guys don't already know, it is Carly May's birthday. Carly May is another incredible streamer in the community. I know she's streaming right now. I highly recommend after stream, head on over and check out Carly May. Wish her a happy birthday. Spend some time with her. She's a sweet, sweet person. And she has a wonderful voice. We're not going to officially raid, John. We're not going to do a straight up like redirect. But yeah, go check out Carly May. Go spend some time with her. Wish her a happy birthday. Because I'm not gonna stick around. It is like this. How did I end up one check short? Carly May and Carly. I know you're probably on mobile, but I just want to see what her actual URL is. Yeah, it's yeah, so it's you want to look for Carly _ May. Carly _ May. Jerry's back for the last check. Jerry, I got a massive hangover, or not hangover. I got a massive headache going on right now. So we're going to be ending here at 1,300 checks. Link worked? Good. Yeah, like I know it'll work on desktop, but it won't work on mobile. But here we go. Last checks of the day. Go spend some time with Carly May. Wish her happy birthday. I'm going to go lay down. No shiny, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't know why my mind jumped to hangover. Just a headache. I have a headache. I did not drink last night. I haven't drank in quite a long time. But thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, and like we did good. We did really good. 3 hours and 20 minutes, and we did 800 checks. That's insane. Uh, but guys, be good, be safe, do nice things for people because you're a nice person. Blah blah blah. But thank you so much for being here, everybody, and take care. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.